Welcome to Hammer and Nails with Skip and Alison Bedell.
I like your Oompa Loompas.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Skip Bedell.
Hey, Alison Bedell. What's going on, Mr. Joseph Cumia?
We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild.
How you guys doing? How are you guys doing?
We're good. We've been busy. Thank you guys for coming back to Hammer and Nails. You may notice that we are, I don't know, tonight we're starting on a different server, so hopefully you're able to hear this right now. And if you don't, you won't know it.
Hopefully you're not hearing a really loud, annoying buzz.
So I also wanted to remind everybody, just so that they know, you can always get the podcast on our website, hammerandnailspodcast.com, and you can also get the episode summaries there. And if you would also be so kind as to click on that Amazon link and put it on your internet browser, so that every time you shop at Amazon, you can do something nice for us, because it's a free
Hey, do something nice, will you?
podcast.
Yeah, do something nice.
Yeah. So, something else that's also, I don't even know if I discussed it with you yet, because we've been so busy with the house. But
my God.
something else that's on
I'm
our...
so shot from this whole house project.
Well, we'll get to that. Something else that I put on our website, because I'm in mid-sentence, dude, is that on our website, because we do have a free podcast and we don't have any ads, and therefore there's costs to running the podcast, so we have a subscription thing on our website, and it's voluntary. You don't have to. Obviously, it's a free podcast. You can listen to it for free. But if you like us and you have $2 a week, feel free to go to our website, hammerandnailspodcast.com, and just subscribe, and it'll just take $2 a week from your PayPal.
Oh, you're a cheap date.
It's $1 an episode, really. It's $1 an episode. I mean, wow. It's really, because it's, it costs money every month to do this, and then plus with the equipment and blah, blah, blah. So if you guys...
$1 an episode. After sushi last week, I owe you guys like fucking 532 episodes. Some shit.
That was oh my God.
Yeah, we got to up it to like $3 an episode. about $3 a week. Can you guys spring for that? Anyway.
Yeah. So if you guys would be so kind as to
that was
just
some
check
good
that
sushi,
out.
by the way, man.
That was awesome. That place was great.
It was really good. I'm going to definitely be going back there.
Midori, right?
Midori.
Yeah, there was
Mount
some
Sinai.
nice different things. Also, we wanted to remind you guys that if you're new listeners, we're up to episode 68 right now, which means there's 67 awesome episodes that you have missed so far.
Get out of here. That many?
Yeah, we're up to 68. So, so if you guys would be interested in listening to those, everything's available on our website and on iTunes. And
Joe's forgetting about all the ones that we do, like in our living room when we're home.
Yeah.
Because he only sees us like once a month these days, right?
Yeah. So you guys, check out those earlier ones. Check out the episode summaries. I try to give you a title. I try to title them so that it's got something to do with what we talked about. But also something that might pique your interest a little bit. I think the last episode, that was kind of obvious. I titled it Punta Cana colon.
Oh, that was so great. I love hearing about Joe's poop stories. Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, but actually I got a lot of feedback on that one. People thought that was really good. That was a lot of fun, because that was really funny. April 9th, Skip's going to be at Hofstra.
Yeah, man. Come on out and say, hey, what's going on, everybody? And do a little meet and greet and check out the home show. There's a lot of great vendors going to be there. Everybody that has anything to do with home remodeling here in the New York area will be at that show. Mm-hmm. And all the manufacturers and all kinds of cool stuff going on there with like demos and products and tools. And, it's just a fun thing. If you're into... remodeling or doing any projects on your house, inside, outside, whatever, there's probably something to see for everybody at that show. So, yeah. And plus, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 to 3.
There you go.
I'll be there, too.
12 to 3.
I'm going to be topless.
Whoa.
Something for everyone.
See? I told you. Something for everybody.
So
I know what I'll be doing.
Yeah. Well, we hopefully by then...
Alison will be doing.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll be done renovating our kitchen by the time that rolls around.
Oh, good God. I hope so.
So Skip's been working day and night.
Joe, it's like anytime you've done a million projects here in your place, right? And it's like they just
projects.
Once you get into it, it's like all of a sudden every job becomes a bigger job. And obviously this is what I do, so it happens on customers' houses all the time. And it's like we're always like, well, while we're here, we might as well while we got this wall open, we might as well upgrade this or add that.
There you go.
So
it evolves.
Yeah. I haven't even gotten to that point yet. That's going to happen. I'm at the point to where we took up some tile and the subfloor is shot. So now I pulled up some of the subfloor. And I'm thinking,
so now we've got the earth open in our kitchen.
Yeah, I'm thinking, all right, we'll just we'll replace some of the T&G that's down there. As a subfloor, and then I take up some of the T&G and I can see down.
T&G being tongue and groove.
Tongue and groove, yeah. And I can look down into the crawl
You had
space.
your tongue in my groove last night.
I did a lot. A lot. I had it in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out.
And then this morning before I left for work.
Oh,
don't let Carol hear this podcast. The reason is because she'd be like, you see, in and out, in and out, in and out. You heard that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Where the hell you been? I've been fucking working. I'm exhausted. Sorry, honey. I need to sleep tonight.
Yeah, slow down a little, Joseph. Make it last a little longer.
I'm 57. Which is fine. I mean, thankfully. I mean, I'm knocking wood.
Yeah.
I'm knocking wood.
You're knocking your own wood.
That's between my legs, by the way. I'm knocking wood. But I don't.
Wood is hard.
I don't have to mess around with any of that Viagra or Cialis or any of that
Yeah,
stuff.
good
It's
for you,
good.
man.
Things
Well,
are good.
Skip
But
made the
Skip
mistake last night.
a few years younger than me.
But he made a little mistake last night after he got done from
Oh,
an
oops,
extremely
wrong hole.
No. Almost, actually. But after a long day of working ridiculously hard, he was so stressed out and drained, so he decided to have himself a nice tall glass of Mangria with ice in it.
Yeah.
And so then he proceeded to get, intoxicated.
Well, mildly, yeah.
It wasn't like it was like an at-home relaxing intoxication.
Yeah, I'm home, taking the edge off. And actually,
but then he couldn't bust a nut.
That's the downside sometimes of
That'll
getting.
happen.
Yeah. But you know what? I didn't mind that though because it just made it last that much longer.
But because he was intoxicated, he has trouble remembering things beyond a minute. So it's like now it's 11:30. I'm like, I gotta go to work tomorrow morning. Just make
Can
it
you
quick.
hurry up?
Can you hurry up? All right, I'll sit on your face. Hurry up.
Yeah.
So it's like okay. So then at that, just then he's doing stuff, and then but then even after I'm busting my nut, he wants to keep going and going. So I'm like, all right, just keep hurry up.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. After you're you finish up, it's you just want to stop.
I want to go to sleep.
Yeah. So after she finishes, it's like, all right, you can get off me now.
Yeah, it's just one. Well, what are you doing? What are you
Thanks a lot.
doing? What are you doing in a situation like that? I can tell you what I do when that happens.
Just keep going.
That has happened to me.
Yeah.
You just keep on going. Should be like.
Yeah.
It's happened.
Yeah.
It's happened.
Yeah.
But
It depends on how badly I want to finish. I mean, if I'm determined, I'm like,
and he was determined.
It's going to happen.
And he wouldn't leave me the fuck alone.
It's going to happen. I'm so close.
Oh, he wouldn't leave me alone.
She's
like, all right,
entering.
just hurry up.
She's
I'm like-
entering REM, and
Yeah.
he's still trying to bust a nut.
And he kept annoying
I'm like,
me.
I'm so close. I'm so close. She's like, all right, come on
Come
already.
He's like, no, it's all right. I understand if you're not into it. I won't bother you. I said, yeah, good. Okay, because I'm not into it. And then 2 minutes later, he's
keep
annoying
going.
me again.
You
He's
keep
like you just forgot. You just said you understand if I'm not into it. And I said, I'm not into it. Wow. I had to go to sleep. I was so tired. I didn't have enough energy to reciprocate. And plus, I don't like making out with you when you got drunk breath. I hate that. I hate drunk breath. It really
Mangria breath.
Yeah, but it's like that drunk breath. It's like not only does it not turn me on, but it actually gets me in the opposite direction. It turns me off.
Oh. So that's why you finish and you're like, all right, get off.
Yeah. Because
I get it.
You were supposed to finish while I finished, and you unfortunately
It
for
doesn't
you,
always work out like
you
that.
didn't.
Sometimes the timing doesn't work out the same.
So then
sometimes you finish early, sometimes I finish earlier, sometimes it happens together.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work out. Synchronized.
When that happens to me, I stop bothering her, and I go to a completely different place in my mind.
Right.
I not necessarily leave the room every time.
Right.
I'll just rub one out.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
waiting for him to do that, and he went into the other
nobody
room.
does me like I do.
Yeah.
He was going to do that in the other room.
I mean, that's always an option, and that's usually that's pretty much a guarantee.
He couldn't even rub his own one out.
Yeah,
He ended up coming back to me again, 12:30 a.m.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Man, I finally fell asleep.
Yeah. So, hey, can we try that again real quick?
No, get the fuck off.
Get off me.
And then
you just got to use. Then you just. I've used a sleeping girl as a visual in order to rub one out.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And the best part is when they're finally when they're unconscious, you can position them any way you want.
Oh yeah, it's
awesome.
Like, it's like a real doll. You just like put
exactly.
It,
And and if they're snoring, it's that much better. You know they're alive.
Remember that real doll we saw at the
Sex Museum?
Oh my God, New York City. They had.
I got pictures of that bitch in my phone.
Oh my God, I guess they're made out of silicone or something.
They had one in Anthony's studio back when with Opie and Anthony.
It's unbelievable how real these things look. I mean, it's like
they're more interesting than some of their guests.
Yeah,
absolutely. Some of the female
certainly
guests
to look at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So then this morning, of course, because he still hadn't finished himself last night, then this morning again, I'm like 5 minutes. I got to be out the door. Oh, you look so good.
Like, hey, wow, you look good. Hey, come here.
Why your nipples hard?
That's when I have her put on the Catholic schoolgirl dress.
Oh yeah,
and just bang it out real quick.
Oh, I had on my hot cargo pants and my sneakers and my big long sleeve T-shirt with my gun.
Yeah. Glock belt on, the whole deal.
Yeah. I was all like, sloppied out.
Yeah, I was trying to peel all that stuff off, and she's like, I have to go to work.
I know, it's these cargo pants. They're so sexy.
Yeah. I'm like, I have to go to work too because I'm working in our house right now. So at my work site, we were actually standing in the work site.
Yeah.
I tried to do you in the dirty kitchen with the crawl space open up.
Yep. Nope, wasn't happening.
Yeah.
Wasn't going to happen.
Is that what you call it now, the dirty kitchen?
No, it's everything you should see.
The dirty crawl space.
My wife in the dirty
I have
kitchen.
everything. Yeah, I have everything. Plastic off and drop cloths. It's like everything is like but it doesn't. It's with that much. I mean, like. The whole floor is open. You can see down into the dirt, into the below and in the base.
Literally, it's a dirt floor.
Yeah, so it's like it's very hard to keep anything.
It's awesome though. It puts you in a completely different place.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
like that. Sometimes sex in a fucking place that you're not used to.
Oh yeah, no, I'm all for that.
We know we do it everywhere. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
but it's just that sometimes he doesn't get the hint. And I always say yes. Like I always say yes.
She never says no.
I never say no. I always want to make him happy.
That is very true about you. You never say no.
And I let you do it last night.
Even when you don't have time, even like when you got to go to work, you're like, all right, but I only have 5 minutes.
But to make it quick, that's all. It's like that's.
Hal's the same way, but she's got 24/7.
No,
so it's like
What
do you say? Go for another?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, okay, let me work on it.
Oh my God! I got this new piece of equipment that I had heard about on the Sex with Emily podcast.
Oh yeah.
It arrived in the mail. It's called the Womanizer.
What?
Yeah. So what it is a women's sex toy, and it looks like what does it look like?
Denzel
It looks like
Washington.
It doesn't look like anything sexual.
Yeah, it looks like
something
like the Clarisonic scrub brushes for to clean your face with the round little scrubby brush that scrubs your face.
It looks nothing
it
like
looks
you
like
would never
that.
think this thing is any sort of sex apparatus.
And it's got like a rubber attachment on it that comes to it's cylindrical, and it comes to like a little circle on the end, and you place that little circle over your feminine button. And it's got like 5, I think, or so levels of suction, and it's
instead of vibrating, it
sucks you. It sucks you.
Yeah,
it sucks you.
Wow.
Yeah, like
I'm hoping they make one in a bigger size with a bigger suction cup.
That's called the Hydromax penis pump, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what that is.
That's right. You and I both have one of those. Thanks to
Hydromax
your Russian friend there.
Right, Frank.
Vlad. Vlad.
$10,000 I give you.
Yeah, I give
just
you.
Make commercial for me.
I'll use the penis pump if you'll give me $10,000.
Are you kidding me?
God damn it!
Send it over.
I demonstrate that thing up my ass.
Right? Hey, let me try it out.
Ah, you got the wrong end, comrade. The wrong end. I don't care. 10 grand. Put it right up there.
Or you could do it on your balls and get them to look like Joe's.
You suck on those bad boys hard enough, man. You stretch them out. You stretch your nut bag.
Imagine what mine would look like.
Oh my God! You'd be dragging them on the floor.
Kicking them.
They're already clanking between your knees right now.
Taking a piss off the bridge. Oh, wow, that water's cold. Yeah, and deep, too.
How do you know? My nuts are in there.
Oh, my God.
It's my depth finder.
Oh, shit.
Use them as a sinker to fucking fish for flounder.
Built-in mud flaps.
Straight to the bottom.
So I used it once so far. I don't want to comment on it just yet because I think I need to try it a few more times before I can make an official. Because I might, sometimes you're into it more than others. Sometimes your body is into it more than. So I'm not to say that I didn't like it because obviously it did the trick. It worked. But I want to use it a few more times before I tell people if they need to run out.
I'm
and
use
buy
it about 100 more times before I make up my mind. In fact, I'll be right back. Wait right here.
Well, ever since my pellets kicked in again, I've been into trying new things.
You're in heat.
Yeah.
The fuck.
Pellets. Yeah, I got to start thinking about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Hormones.
Yeah, it's for men too.
Just
It's
for fun.
testosterone. It's hormone replacement therapy.
Keep the
Get all
I guess
juiced
keep
up.
Yeah, keep
But it's
the,
natural, all natural.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Just
no
to
nasty
keep
side
your
effects.
metabolism up.
After like 40, it's pretty much a known fact that you start to lose some
Men and
muscle,
women.
muscle mass, and you start to,
That's due to your testosterone decreasing.
All the good shit that's in your body starts to
do
like
you
not
think,
stick.
Do you think it would tighten up my balls?
Oh, I think at this point you've got nothing to lose. Really,
You know, actually, I've been seeing. Oh my God,
They can only
Skip,
go in one direction. I don't think they could go any lower.
that eye cream that we've been seeing on Facebook, where they put it on underneath one eye, and the bag underneath the eye goes away.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would work on your ball sack.
Have you seen this?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
Do
all
you
over
know about
Facebook,
this?
there's
there's
this cream.
There's like this commercial where people show like this video, and like this chick is like dabbing on some like looks like
like a
moisturizer.
serum.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And they put it on only one eye of this guy, and he has like wrinkles and big bags.
And no,
under his
women
eyes
are
and
doing.
shit.
There's lots of videos.
So you can see the difference. And after about 3 minutes, you can.
The bag is gone.
It looks like
Like
it's
Preparation H.
It's
That's what they use.
Probably, yeah. right?
That was like what a lot of models used
Yeah,
to do.
I know.
Put Preparation H under their eyes and it just tightens the.
Well, this
the
is actually
tissue
more
up.
like a
is that
glue.
right?
It actually dries, and from what I read in reviews, is that it's almost like dried
Like
glue.
someone shot a fucking load in your eyes.
And you can't, and you can't
When
really
it dries up,
smile.
everything shrinks.
And it only lasts like for like part of the day. It doesn't, like when you wash it off, it's gone. Like you have to keep using it. But I wonder if you were to use it on your ball sack, if you would have balls like Skip.
Yeah. There you go.
That would be an interesting experiment.
It would be.
I'll tell you what. I could like take photos, but I will I'll
ball.
pixelate my cock. So it's just be the balls.
Do it on one ball so we can see the before and after.
Yeah. We could do before and after. Joe and I standing next to each other. Yeah, do it on one nut.
Holy Jesus, Palomino.
That's funny. Yeah, man. You see like half your bag like tighten up. It'll be all lopsided. One's up in the air. One's like hanging down on the floor. They're all.
And I wonder what would happen if you use it and you tighten your balls up and then jump into a cold like bath or pool.
Oh, they just go away. They
disappear.
Yeah, they would just
yeah.
they go up in your
Retreat
body.
right into your.
Yeah.
And if I was to do that, it would be like a vaginal rejuvenation.
Oh, there you go.
Imagine
A little
that.
tighten it up.
Yeah.
The old husband
Dude, that would
stitch,
be-
as they used to.
Yeah, the extra
The
stitch.
husband
Right?
stitch.
Yeah.
You never heard of that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, like after women have babies,
Oh,
they
yeah,
gotta
then-
stitch
yeah,
up. They
yeah.
give that extra stitch.
Oh, you give them an extra one to tighten it up.
Yeah. I like the extra one.
Well, you kind of like got that when you were first with me.
Yeah,
was
I
kinda-
have to say, yeah, you, I
was-
was very impressed
Well, because nobody had been in it
for a long time.
for a very long time.
Yeah,
Very.
wow,
You're the one.
like a real long time, right?
Yeah. So,
Going the other way has its benefits for me.
yes. Yes.
I was shocked with Carol. Actually, she's in her 50s, and
Right.
And holy shit!
Wow.
Either I'm hung like a fucking donkey,
Or her husband was a
or
toothpick.
she is. Yeah, it could be. But it amazed me. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Wow.
You're 50. She like had 3 kids.
Oh, that's right. She had kids.
And kids too.
3 kids.
Wow.
And like by the last one, it was like, like
He
come
just
on,
ran.
bada, swing, bada. It was just like
The kid just ran out of there.
kid came out like a fastball. Fucking doctor was standing there with a catcher's mitt. Strike. That was it. But
Strike.
yeah, she's good. No, but yeah, I was shocked.
Wow. That's no extra stitch needed there.
No.
No.
Well, actually, maybe she had a couple extra stitches. There you go. Maybe. So think about
She
it.
actually told the story.
One extra stitch per time. That's actually 3
3
stitches.
stitches.
There's your answer.
Well, she actually said that on 2 of her childbirth experiences, her tailbone cracked.
Oh God.
So yeah, she's not a big girl.
Oh God, that's.
Dude, could
horrendous.
you imagine crapping something out the size of a soccer ball? That's basically
I
what
did
it's
that
like.
in Punta Cana, my friend.
only it was liquid.
Listen
though.
to the last episode.
Oh God. Well,
Oh,
speaking of that, Skip has been. This is kind of related to your experience, just a little bit. At least for me, it is because since you've been working on the house, we're down to 1 bathroom now. We usually have 2.
Yeah.
So now we got 1, and we have to share
Now
it
I
now.
realize how much shit you have because all of your crap
As in stuff.
is in.
But now I realize how much shit, as in shit, he has because he's not been using the poopery. I'm really fucking pissed.
Listen,
He
man,
stinks.
I don't stink.
You do. Your shit stinks, and you make me smell your shit.
My shit doesn't stink. Oh, God.
Really.
You got to put the fan on. You use a little poopery.
You don't. No, you use it before you go.
Sometimes I forget.
Give a spritz before you go, and no one else will ever know.
When you really got to go bad.
Is that their?
Yeah.
Is that their?
Yes.
That's their
That's
slogan.
their slogan. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Yeah.
I've literally used it at work, and
you know
people
what?
come in afterwards and say, "Oh, it smells good in
That
here."
stuff really works, man. It doesn't.
Shit
You
and
don't
flowers.
spray it in the air. You spray it in the toilet,
Yeah.
and what it does, it creates like an oil slick on the water, and it actually keeps
natural, though.
it keeps the odor from coming up through the water. It's crazy how it works. Like it traps it under the water. It totally works.
All different
So, like,
scents. We
it's
have
not an
5
air
of them.
freshener.
We have
It goes
5
in the water.
We have 5 on top of the toilet tank, and he uses none.
But do you think water actually? Do you think that the
You know, I
scent
think
of
if you get a
shit is
sick one-
transparent through water?
Yes, it does, because the difference is when you use this stuff, you don't
And
smell
what
it.
does what do traps work? Because the only thing you have is water. I don't think a smell can actually go through the water. I'm thinking when the stink happens,
I think it smells
I
through
think
the
it's
water.
as it's dropping. The longer
No.
hang time
Leave
you
a
have.
shit in the bowl.
Hang
Don't
time.
flush it. No, don't leave it, because that's happened with him before. Sometimes it won't go down because it's so fucking big.
Well, sometimes
And then I'll come home and I'll go to use the toilet, and his whole fucking shit is in the toilet still.
because it wouldn't flush.
Fuck. And then he forgets about it.
You know, if there's if it's really big and it doesn't want to go down, sometimes you got to let it sit in there for a little while and soften up. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I
then
mean?
you never go
what
back.
are you gonna do? Use the plunger and try to force it down, and you got to wait.
You
for
never
it to,
go back
You got
and
to let
flush.
it kind of dissolve a little bit.
You always
That reminds me
forget.
of a story.
Sometimes I forget. I leave it in the bowl.
It's disgusting.
She comes home and there's like a nut loaf.
Disgusting.
I remember being a little kid and having babysitters. We had babysitters, me and Anthony and Dawn, when we were little. And I guess I was like 8. They were teenage kids, so like 16, 17, 18, babysitting. And one of their friends took a fucking dump. That was I swear to God, it clogged the bowl to the point where there was no fucking way this thing was flushing. It was literally like the size and shape of a fucking softball.
Oh my god!
That big and round.
Round.
And it wouldn't fucking go down the bowl. So it was, I'm gagging thinking about this. So it was, I mean, it had to be taken care of, especially like before the parents got
So what do
home.
you do?
Fucking tongs from the kitchen.
Oh, God.
No,
Reached in, fucking
come
took
on,
the fucking
dude.
thing out, wrapped it in and the babysitter, like a 16-year-old kid. It was a 16-year-old girl that was like, that was orchestrating this whole thing. That was like conducting. Okay, now put it in the plastic.
It was her shit?
Now wrap it in plastic. I don't know whose shit it was.
Oh my god!
I think it was one of their boyfriends that was over there that was just in a really
Skip
That'd be funny if it
Skip.
came out of her like a little petite girl that left like this.
Wow, what the fuck?
football in the toilet.
But yeah, no, I had to wrap it up in like 18 different layers of things, and she took it and threw it in the fucking garbage. And no matter how many times you wrap it with tin foil and plastic and fucking paper,
wait, what garbage? The garbage outside your house?
The kitchen garbage.
What? In the kitchen garbage? Come on, man.
Swear, I was 8. What was I going to do? I was like, okay. I was a fucking little kid. But then we realized it was like,
and then your parents came home and you're like, what the fuck is that smell?
It stinks in here. Yeah, no, then they had to take it out to the dumpster. God. It was central islip. I was living a real ghetto lifestyle. What the fuck?
So Skip yesterday shows me.
CI, they put the dump in the kitchen.
I was raised a poor black child.
He shows me this big, long, white PVC pipe, and he says, "You see that thing over there?" He goes, "That's going to be our new waistline where all the poop goes through." And I looked at it and I said, "It's not big enough." I'm like envisioning
she's like, "Oh, you're going to need a bigger pipe.
You're going to need a big, yeah." I don't picture his giant shit going through this thing.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's gonna be a lot of jamming going up in that new bathroom.
No. That is.
I had a Skip's tip.
That is a max out
can I be the amateur and just give a really quick Skip's?
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Skip's tip?
Jump in.
Here's what happens. You know the condensate pump?
Yeah.
When you have like a humidifier or central air.
Yeah.
And it's an ejector pump, actually. And what it does is it'll pump the water out, from when it condensation goes into the pump, it fills up.
Right.
When it gets to a certain point, there's a little
gets to a
float.
certain level, it kicks the float on.
Here's what I did. Because I've had too many issues where I flooded in the basement. Right. I took that pump and I put it in a huge Tupperware, I guess maybe 1.5 feet by about 4 feet, and not too deep, maybe about 8 inches deep. It was like a Tupperware bin, and I put it inside that. Okay, and then I took a water alarm. Right? You can buy one of these at Home Depot. It's basically a contact that it doesn't complete the circuit until water hits it, and then this thing goes off. Carol was like, she calls me up, right? I'm down in Boca Raton playing. She goes, "I thought I had a bad case of tinnitus, but I think there's something going off in the basement, Joseph." So I sent her downstairs. I'm like, "Go take a look." Sure as hell, dig this. I saved myself a ton of water damage by having this little rig that you can put together easily, especially if the pump is like sitting, which it does normally, sits like right next to your furnace.
Yeah. So this way, if the pump fucks up, it doesn't go out on the floor.
Right.
It goes in the Tupperware.
Goes into the Tupperware pan, and it did. It was about 2 inches deep before it hit the alarm and went off. And I told her what to do. I was like, "Well, keep on bailing, Karen, until I fucking get home. Bail. That was it." And but that was a great.
Stay down there.
I thought it was a great idea. Worked
Just stay there till I get home. How long do I have to keep doing this, Joseph?
I am so paranoid of having floods down here. I had the window bust with, it was filled up like a friggin' aquarium.
Yeah.
Like one of the casement windows.
Basements are tough, man. They're always a spot where you're prone to get water.
Knock wood again. Yeah. I'm not going to, this is between my legs.
Whoa.
I keep telling Skip, make us a basement. Now that we got the floor exposed, all he has to do is dig.
Yeah, make us a basement. I'm going to, right after I build the fucking helicopter pad on the roof. What?
We have such amazing ideas for this kitchen.
She comes up with stuff like that all the time, dude. It's like, oh yeah, well, you can do that.
You
of
can
course,
do
I can
everything.
Fucking do it. I could build whatever we want, but it's a question of having the time to do it. So we're trying to finish the kitchen. And she'll be like, "Oh, you should be able to do a basement now while it's all opened up." And I'm like, "Really?" I showed you the pictures of how we're living, right?
Yeah.
We're living. You look through the floor joists into the dirt. That's our kitchen.
Wow.
And now she wants me to build a basement.
Yeah.
What about people? I'm a little stoned. What about people that don't want to destroy, take any of their property up, but they want an addition on their home? Couldn't you expand the basement?
Yes.
Make the basement big underneath, but underneath your front lawn. Like make a giant fucking room as big as your backyard.
Sure.
Yeah.
Underneath your backyard, you can, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
I'm stoned.
Yeah.
I'm officially hot. I'm thinking it's fucking
Just
crazy. Crazy shit. I'm like, that was an ephany to me just now.
Wow.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, people do it all the time. They dig out bomb shelters and bunkers and all kinds of, for the zombie apocalypse. That's
nice.
Yeah.
Inevitable.
Yeah.
Freaking me out, dude. Freaking me out.
The zombie apocalypse.
I need another Jameson's.
We're having some really cool ideas.
I'm actually jealous right now that you're drinking that, and I'm drinking fucking water.
Well, you're not getting laid if you drink that.
You know what? I'm not even thinking about getting laid because I'm so fucking tired. I swear to God, I'm having a hard time keeping myself like vertical in this chair right now. I'm exhausted, seriously.
Yeah.
And tomorrow we got to be in Manhattan.
We're working very hard
all day. We got to be in
Meetings.
New York City all day, and I honestly don't know how the hell we're going to do it.
I don't
What time you guys
I
going?
don't know how you're going to do it.
What time you leaving?
I'm smoked.
I
right
think
now.
we're leaving about 7:30.
Oh, that early?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's for a 9:30
I
breakfast
get to
with,
sleep.
with our
I
manager.
picked the boys up at 11, 11:30, and 12 on the way to Atlantic
I
City.
wish I could sleep. I want to sleep so bad.
They gave us 3 suites. 3
Nice,
suites.
nice, dude.
Oh, we stayed in Wyndham down in Boca Raton.
Oh, nice.
Freaking gorgeous.
I stayed at a Wyndham in Jamaica. They have nice hotels.
Yeah, and by the way, Boca Raton Country Club, God love them. I love
Boca.
everyone that. But let me tell you, it is the most exclusive country club in the world. This is like it's like $1.5 million a year
Just to be
to be a
right?
member
Wow.
of this club. Like to be an esteemed member of this club. This is what the senior members, donate to the club every year. But when I saw our crowd walking in for a Journey show, 80-year-old people, 80, average probably 75, and I'm thinking, you know what? Journey is old enough that they were probably in their
40s,
50s. Missed the boat, man.
Right.
It was,
Yeah.
I would say 50. I would say halfway through the show, about halfway through the show, half of our crowd, the ones that could get up without breaking a hip, got up and fucking left.
That's great.
And the people that were left there was great. It was good to douche the older people out.
Sometimes you got to douche.
And sometimes you just have to douche. And the younger people really dug it. So it was a great show. It worked out really well. But oh my
You
God,
should
I've never
rename your
seen-
band to Summer's Eve. Really? I mean, it works for half the year
Oh,
around
look at
here
this.
anyway, right?
Dance of the Living Dead.
That's funny, man.
And the way the seats was set up, just one more thing. The way the seats were set up, it was like tables parallel to the stage, and they were all sitting behind these parallel. Do you know how comedy clubs run at a 90-degree angle to the stage, basically?
Yeah.
Comedy clubs, the tables. These were straight across.
Oh,
They're
God, like a dais.
And they're just like a dais. And they're just sitting there watching us like fucking Crypt Keeper. You got Granny from fucking Beverly Hillbillies. Holy shit, what is that? What is that? It's fucking zombie
Do you
apocalypse.
guys know any Benny Goodman?
Yeah, pretty much.
I brought my CD. Can you play this? I want to sing.
Could you play Moonlight Serenade?
It ended up being a good show, but holy shit, man. I mean, so we play, and let me tell you something. They have some kern down there, some serious coin. So I had no complaints. In fact, I hope they come back. They ask us back next year, and everyone's
you're very tolerant.
and everyone's in their 90s.
I can't. I don't like cantankerous old people. I'm not into old people.
Hey, could you turn that down?
I just wink
We're
at
trying
them.
to talk over here. I can't
wink
hear
at
a
'em.
word anyone's saying at my table. You know how many times I've heard that at weddings, man?
Oh, yeah.
Really, dude?
Yeah.
Really, we're being paid to be here so people can dance and have a good time, and you want me to turn it? All right, I'll turn it down.
Well, I was the
That's
young
how I fucking
rock
turn it
star.
up.
I was like,
That's totally what I do. I turn it up.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I fucking make it even louder.
what's the first thing that they do though? My sound man's hands were tied. Basically, his hands were tied. He said, "Listen, I have to lower it." And what's the first thing you lower when you have to lower the overall volume to satisfy an old person?
You think the drums, right, or the guitar?
Well, no, I'm talking about in the system. Let's say you're running a DJ system.
Right.
The fucking subs, right?
Yeah.
right.
The subs
'Cause they're
effectively cut the balls right off of everything.
Right.
It just cuts the balls
Yeah,
off
you take
everything.
all that
the
deep
low
bass
end is
out.
gone.
Yeah,
That's
right.
it. And so it was like, everything's coming through like a transistor radio.
Singing through a fucking clock radio.
You always get one fucker that ruins it for the whole fucking crowd because they're complainers.
You got the realistic sound system from Radio Shack.
Yeah. Yeah. It was pretty funny, man.
It's very loud in here.
Great green room, gigantic table, like a giant board table as big as this room.
Wow.
It was long too. They set us up with all kinds of food. Nice hotel.
Oh, that's cool.
I did a soak in the hot tub the next morning.
I have this itchy titty all day that no matter how much I scratch, I can't relieve the
itchy
itch.
titty.
Let me see if I can fix that for you.
God, I think it's from when I had my reduction 1998, and they reconstruct the whole thing, so
Yeah.
some nerves don't grow back. So it's like I don't have sensation in some parts of it. I can't
Imagine
feel.
your boobs being so big that you have to have them made smaller.
That was what we used to do. We used to call the girls with small boobs. They were members of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee.
Yeah, right. IBTC.
The IBTC.
Yeah, man. I remember those days.
Yeah, well, my last name back then, my maiden name, Chester. So
When she had giant boobs.
So everybody was
Wow.
Chesty, all through high school.
course.
Chesty.
And
Oh,
good
Chesty?
night, Chesty, wherever you are. That's a Marine thing.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Going through high school, giant boobs, and your last name's Chester.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Must have been popular as fuck.
No, I told you, high school was a miserable experience for me. I never was with anybody in my high school, but I had such a bad reputation because I had such big boobs. I matured quickly. And I don't know.
Girls are catty, man.
They
They're so
were very
bitchy,
bad. It
right?
was very-
Especially high school
It was
girls are like
horrible.
such bitches.
Because I was like, I had nice hair and I looked okay. I looked good, I guess I could say. But I was in the honor society and I was in the band, and I was like smart.
You were
So
a band geek?
I didn't fit in with anybody. Yeah. I didn't fit in with any crowds. I didn't have any cliques. I didn't fit in anywhere. So like I just had a bad reputation, and girls were mean to me, and I fucking hated it. High school fucking sucked, and I could not wait to be older.
So IBTC, what is the opposite of that? You would have been the chairman of that club, the giant jug class or jug club, the jug club,
Giant Jug Club.
Girls are vicious.
GJC.
GJC. That's it.
Only boys would be in my club, though.
Yeah, boys wanted to get in your
GCI.
club. They
Giant
wanted to get
Jug Club Incorporated.
Yeah. Boys were trying to get in the front door of the club, the back door of the club, wherever they could sneak in.
Speaking of,
Like me.
You ever run into high
I
school
try to
people
sneak
that
in
were
there
like
wherever I can.
That were like real dicks when you were, in high school with them, and then you run into them years later, and they're like your best fucking friend.
who? Like guys?
Have you ever
or
done
girls?
that? Like just people in general.
Oh
You
yeah,
run
well
into, like,
that's
high
what.
school-
My high school reunion was a very cool experience because I didn't have a clique. I wasn't like popular. I didn't have any. I just high school was a horrible experience for me, and a lot of girls were horribly mean to me. But then going to the reunion, it was kind of like these people. A lot of the people were nice now, they changed, and I even had some people like apologize.
It's
for,
it's crazy, right?
Yeah,
You know why? Because you went to did you go to your reunion with your girlfriend or your
my ex-wife.
or your ex-wife, which was your wife at the time?
Yeah.
Right. So all the girls liked you because now you're into chicks. So they're like, hey, I don't remember that, but all right, let's go talk to her.
No. Just people grew up,
Right.
and the ones who I hated, who everybody hated, that they didn't show up. So we couldn't be happier about
lucky
that.
you.
Yeah.
They're probably losers that couldn't afford a fucking bus ticket to the.
I was just talking with Eileen, my high school, my college roommate. We just spoke on the phone a couple days ago, and she had the same experience going to her reunion. Is that all the guys got like fat and bald, and all the girls looked hot still. Like the guys aged so much differently.
That's because the girls are all getting giant boobs and they're all
They're
getting plastic surgery
Right.
and facelifts and the other fucking thing.
Right.
And the guys are just eating
Drinking
and getting
beer.
fat. Yeah, we don't have any process or surgeries or things going on that we could fix all of our shit. So,
There are some girls that that I went to high school with that I still keep in touch with on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
And they all look fantastic because I never hung out with ugly people.
right.
So they still look fucking great. All of them.
That's awesome. I see people on Facebook all the time, like people I went to high school with, and like everybody is like, you can kind of tell it's who it is, like you kind of recognize them, but they look totally fucking different. It's
Yeah.
like, it's weird because I'm really bad with names. Like even people I went to school with, I'm like, oh, I know, like dude, I fucking passed him 1,000 times in the hall. Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
I can't remember his fucking name, and now that I see him, I kind of like, oh yeah, he looks familiar, but it's because he doesn't look like he used
Right,
to.
right.
Now I'm really like, who the fuck is that? Because I'm good with faces, but terrible
Right.
with names.
But their
So-
face isn't the same anymore because it's surrounded by a big fat fucking head.
Oh yeah, no neck.
No neck.
The head just continues into the shoulders with a giant blown out neck.
What happened?
Blown
Another
out
thing that
face.
I noticed is that whatever they were into or like what they were in high school, they're pretty much the same, only way more fucking intense. And like, example, case in point, a guy that I ran into down in Boca Raton. He actually saw me on Facebook, called up the number on the website, said, "Hey, Joey, it's me, Louie." This guy Louie, that was a guitar player when I was in high school, and we used to we were kind of competitive, both the better high school guitar players.
Battle of the
and
bands.
he was all about gear. He was always about, I got this new Ampeg SVT that's and he kicks ass. Like, I put it through. I have a Vox wah pedal, the G938, and he. And I kind of figured that would go away, like, after a while. This fucking guy, now he's got money. So he takes out his iPhone and he starts showing me, I got a room full of amplifiers. And he's showing me the show. I'm like, oh, no.
Shit.
He hasn't changed a bit. That was, like, probably the most annoying part of his personality. Otherwise, a nice guy.
Right.
But anyone, like, like you guys that like the sports guys that like
right.
Do you remember the big game? Like back in the day, they would be like, "Oh, remember that game, man?" Like a couple of years out of high school. But now it's like, and I remember running 50 yards for a touchdown, the state championship
In the snow.
yeah, uphill both ways. It was her. It's just the way people are, man. As they get older, they tend
Just
to
intensify, right?
embellish.
Yeah. Well, it's because of all the fucked up shit that happens in life. It's like, it just magnifies your personality,
Yeah.
So if you're an intense person, it makes you even more intense, I guess.
Yeah.
After you pile on all the bullshit.
Yeah.
And a couple of mortgage payments and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And 3 kids and a broken tailbone,
Oh, God.
but a tight vagina.
Yeah, well, she's got a tiny frame, man. So
Yeah,
I
she's
could-
tiny.
oh,
That's
my
it.
God. Wow.
That's why. I would
Yeah.
think.
Hey, good for you.
I'm a lucky man.
Have you broken a tailbone yet? I'm assuming that's what happened when it comes out. I don't know if anything's
I know,
going
I'm still
in.
using the Hydromax penis pump. That's my goal. As soon as her tailbone
That's
breaks,
your benchmark?
I'm done. I'm done. Her tailbone breaks, that's it. My cock grew.
Cack.
Thank you,
Then
Hydromax.
you'll know when she cracks a tailbone, you don't need to use the Hydromax anymore.
Oh, speaking of which, actually, I have a couple of tip questions for you.
No.
So you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's hit it. Okay, Lisa Jones Sparks. Speaking of cocking, I'm terrible at it.
Cack.
How do you go about it without making a sloppy mess? So she's asking about cock.
She wants to know how she can.
Oh,
what?
wait a minute. I'm sorry. It's AUL. It's caulk.
Oh,
Caulk.
caulk.
How do you go about it without making a sloppy mess of caulk?
It depends on where you live, and yeah, there's parts of the country there where they pronounce it cock.
Yeah, that's Canada, right?
Cack.
Well, if you're in Boston, they pronounce it like cock.
Wait, say that again. How's it?
It's. Hey, look, my husband. He tried to fix the window, but it's old cock. I need some new cock.
I really need some new cock.
Where's my cock? It's like the way they say clock. They don't say clock. They say clock.
Right.
So they don't say cock. They say clock.
Yeah, not car, it's ka.
Cork. Yeah.
Yeah, cack. All right, so if you're going to install some cack and you want to and you want to put in some new cack because you're tired of your old cack.
And have it not be sloppy.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing worse than a sloppy cack.
Right.
Yeah. You know about that. You got to break out the tissues.
Yeah.
Well, the key to that is definitely not over cocking. You want to make sure you don't overcock. So when you're
overcock.
yeah, it's important not to get too much cock because if you tried to put too much cock, it could definitely make a mess.
Can you mix up some hot cock?
And cock is very sticky. All right, so get out a box of tissues. Always have them handy. It's very important. Now, wet rag is the key, especially if you're using a latex cock. Okay, latex will come off with water really easy as opposed to a silicone because silicone is used to repel water. But if you're installing a latex cock inside your house on an interior, especially like a paintable type of caulk, it's very easily cleaned up with water. So have a wet rag with you. Don't over install too much caulk in the joint. So when you're putting it on, do a very thin bead, and then you want to wipe it in with your finger. What I like to do is wet my finger with the wet rag, wipe my finger, and it just makes it glide over the cock nice and easy.
Is that why you were asking me to take off my underwear the other day?
Yeah.
I was like, where's he going with it? Where's he going with that?
I like to wet my finger and then It slides.
Take your finger and
God,
touch
what are
your
you
cock.
doing?
It slides right over the cock. All right, so wet rag, a thin bead in the corner that you're caulking, and then follow it up with your finger, and wipe it one continuous swipe. Start at one end, and always don't ever stop in the middle. So same thing when you're installing the caulk. Start at one corner and go all the way down to where to the other end of where it is the joint that you're covering. If you try to do it in small sections, it's never going to be the same because it's going to come out in different thicknesses. And then when you go to wipe it and make it smooth, it's going to be different. It's going to look very different. So one thin bead, the continuous line, one stroke. Stop what you're doing, wet your finger, and follow it up with a wet finger, and that should do the trick. There's actually some tools you can buy that like I would never use because it's like they call it the cock buddy.
Cock buddy.
I've seen it's like something you can see like on as seen on TV type of shit. Like the spray waterproofing stuff where they spray the bottom of a screen door and turn it into a boat.
Yeah, right.
It's that type of stuff. But for people that really can't, cock. That's you might want to try a cock buddy because what it'll actually do is it creates that bead for you instead of using your finger. I think nothing works better than the finger really because you can apply as much pressure as you want. Those type of things, they fit into the corner and they're kind of shaped, so it doesn't matter how hard you press, you're going to get the same.
You should always finger your cock.
Yeah, it's good to keep a wet finger on your
wet
cock.
finger on my cock
in your
all the
cock.
time.
All right. Well, thank you for that, and thank you, Lisa, for the inspiring question.
By the way, never rub anyone else's
Wet
cock.
finger is the key.
Okay.
It is. Yeah.
There you go.
Nicholas Braben. Tips on properly burying drain pipes instead of them just laying on your lawn.
Yeah, so are we talking, Nick, about putting your drain pipe down into your septic system or down into your sewer system?
Talking about laying some pipe, Nick.
We're going to lay some pipe there, Nick.
All right. So if you have a drain ring or a septic system out in your yard, you can get some rainwater down into it because it'll dug down into the ground. The only thing you cannot put down into that is chemicals and that type of thing. But if it's rainwater, it can get down into the sand. We actually did that at our house. We've done it on a bunch of jobs. Rather than having the drain pipes, the leaders that come down off your rain gutters from the roof, empty out down on the grass and make a big puddle and make a mess and always muddy, you can actually pipe them in down underground. It's a bit of a job. You got to trench it. You got to find to where it is that you're going to be digging down into your pool, into the cesspool. But you can trench them in. You want to make sure they're at least a couple feet down underground, and that's what's going to be important in finding that pitch. You got to find the location of the pool and then the depth of it, and you're going to want to be on a steady pitch, a pretty aggressive pitch down to that, so you have a good runoff. At the most shallow point, you have to make sure it's in an area where you're not going to have a lot of heavy traffic over it, because if you're using PVC to go down to that, you might wind up cracking that joint. So I like to go at least 18 to 24 inches down. And, that will get it down into the cesspool and not be pooling up on your yard. That's one way you can do it. The other thing that you can do to get the rainwater away from your house, of course, is use the extensions on the end of your leader pipes and get the water out away from your house. There's also French drain setups that you can dig down along the house with gravel. If you go on, I could explain it all day, but if you go online, you can watch some videos on installing a French drain. It's basically like a perforated pipe that goes underground. We bury it in gravel. The water drains into that, and as the water goes through that pipe, it leaks out of the holes, out of the perforations, and it spreads out into the ground.
I did those at my last house.
Yeah.
Yep.
So those work great. Check it out. Go online and look into setting that up, and you'll see a couple of great videos that'll tell you how to do it real easily.
I
could sit here and talk about it for about a half an hour and waste all your time.
French drain system?
Huh?
It's a French drain?
Oui.
They call it a French drain. They call it a perforated pipe. It's basically a perforated pipe. It has it has a bunch of holes in it. They make them also that has a fabric around it, and it has like a drainage. So when the water comes through it, it allows the water to drain out of the pipe.
Right.
Yeah. Basically, it's a perforated pipe. So it acts similar in that, like a cesspool works, a cesspool goes down under the ground. You've seen a concrete ring that goes down into the ground and has slots all around the side of it. Right. When you put them down into sand, when the wastewater goes into that area, it'll leach out into the sand because the sand allows the water to drain out. That pipe is doing the same thing, basically, is allowing the water to leach out evenly across the span of the pipe.
You're awesome.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's very exciting stuff, by the way. I mean, you guys should really, you should read books and watch some videos on how to set up a drain system.
Man.
It's super exciting.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Well, I had a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Oh God, one of them was we were watching Judge Judy the other night. I forget how much I like Judge Judy because she tells it like it is.
Yeah, she's great.
You know, yeah, and she like always has the right answer. Like she always seems to get the right.
Well, she sees through everybody's bullshit.
Yes, and
she'll let you bury yourself.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I keep forgetting because I have from when I was on the People's Court. I got to get that tape and show it. It's on a VCR.
With
tape.
Wapner?
No, with that cunt Million.
I saw Judge Judy.
Cunt Million.
I saw Judy eviscerate a socialist the other day. This chick that believed that she was owed because the other woman
I saw
had
that
more
online.
money, had more money than her. Remember that?
Oh my!
The other
Yeah, it was
woman
on
like,
Facebook.
Well, you know, she drives a BMW and she
can afford it.
And oh yeah, and Judge Judy was like, "Well,
If you didn't have
work
5
harder and
kids."
you didn't have 8 kids, and you know,
Nice.
you know, maybe you drive a BMW too. Judge for
love
the
it.
plaintiff.
Boom.
Done.
Yeah.
That's it. Case dismissed.
Yeah, you know what I was while I'm watching the show because did you remember there was the defendant in the last case that we watched, the woman who kept rolling her eyes and making faces every time the guy said something.
Yeah. She hates that, man. She just tears.
Well,
people
you know,
up
when
and
I was
stuff.
on the People's Court, though, before you go through those double doors, first they tell you, like a producer behind, they tell you, throw open the doors, make it real dramatic, but as you walk into the courtroom, you know, so you have to like throw open the door. They tell you when somebody's speaking, like the person whoever's suing you is speaking, interrupt them. If they say something that you don't agree with, interrupt them, cut them off, and say, that's not true, that's not true. They
just
want
like in
you
real court.
to cut, yeah. They want you to
Yeah,
cut
right.
everybody off. They want you to interrupt people while they're talking, and they want you to make really dramatic faces. They tell you to do all of this before you even step into the
if you
fake
did that
courtroom.
if you did that in a real courtroom, you're thrown out of the
Oh
court.
yeah, you
Right,
get contempt.
Yeah. Right.
Get the fuck out. Yeah.
You are in contempt.
Yeah, so just while you're watching that show from now on, be advised that it's all bullshit when it comes to their big, you know, dramatic
Yeah, I gotta
reactions.
say, man, she's good to watch.
Well,
'cause
Judge
she
Judy's
she
awesome,
just gets
though.
right to the point, and she's like, you know,
Yeah.
she'll just tear you right up.
Yeah, she's way better than those other judge shows.
Cunt Million.
Cunt Million. I swear, she was such a fucking cunt to me.
Really?
She was totally, yeah. I told you that story about how she like basically didn't believe me when I was saying that the person I was living with at the time, I said that she was like abusive, and then she was like, I don't believe that she's like, she didn't believe what I was saying. And meanwhile, I wasn't lying. And so it was like basically what you're saying to somebody because of the way I look or the way I carry myself. I'm not telling that I could not possibly be a victim.
Right, because
you know what I mean?
she's thinking you can defend yourself
Right.
because you're bigger than her or whatever, so it couldn't possibly
Right.
be that. Yeah.
Right. So
Get it, yeah.
that really fucking pissed me off because that's like, it's you don't even know me and you're judging me based on this fucking bullshit fake appearance on TV.
Well, she's a judge. I mean, that's what she does.
She's a
right?
cunt.
Is that the
she
black
is.
lady? Judge?
No, she's
Oh.
a Spanish lady. She
okay.
she doesn't look Spanish though, but she's got dark hair.
Okay. No, I'm thinking of the other.
She's been on
the
a
black
while.
chick.
Yeah, I
It's
don't-
People's Court.
I don't think
yeah.
I've seen her. No, I just remember Wapner.
10 minutes to Watner.
Wapner.
Remember the old one? Divorce Court.
Yeah.
Remember Divorce Court?
Yeah.
Oh, that one got heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
But you know what? Also, they pay you on on these shows, or at least this is how they worked with People's Court. There's like a pool. It's like a I think because the small claims court in New York is $1,000 limit, or it was at the time when I did this. So what there is there's $1,000 pool, and so if somebody's suing you for say $700, and they win the $700. They get it from this pool. Like you don't pay. If you lose, you don't pay. If the show pays from this pool, so they get the $700 and you get the other three.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
so they pay. They transport you there. They pay for you to get there. You know.
So it's a win-win.
Yeah, so they pay. You don't lose anything. Even if you lose,
So
you don't
everybody
lose.
wins.
Yeah, you end up and plus $200 each on top of that. On top of this $1,000
I
pool.
was just going to
You're a
ask you. So
loser,
yeah,
you're a winner.
Yeah.
yeah. So even the person who has to pay gets paid from the show.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Wow. All right then.
That's
yeah.
great.
So that just so y'all know, that's a little behind the scenes
Wow.
tip.
Let's get
Yeah.
on the People's Court.
Yeah. So speaking of court, I have. I mean, we should just have a new segment. I got to get this guy to make a song about injustice. I'm just disgusted. I couldn't be more disgusted with the criminal justice system. And I figured I would tell you about a couple more cases that I interviewed this week that really disgusted me.
Oh, well, there's
Don't
always
get me going.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Don't get Joe going about the justice system.
Okay, so first of all,
Politics.
I interviewed this guy today. Looking at his rap sheet, he has I think it was about 17 arrest charges since 2010. So it's been
17.
Yeah, mostly for like marijuana possession, a lot of marijuana, petty larceny. So actually since 2009. So in 2013, he had for whatever reason he did all these cases didn't get heard in court, like they didn't get completed, so that they were just being adjourned until they rolled them all into one court date. So you look at all his charges, he's got like 6 different arrest dates, all with them now, 5 of them dismissed in satisfaction of 1 conviction. So now he gets just 1 conviction.
So it was like we'll just bundle them?
Yes.
They did like a bundle.
They did a bundle, yeah. So it's like, because, he's got this outstanding. So you can, until you get your conviction, you can keep committing crimes because they'll bundle it. They'll throw it all in. I see it all the time with DWIs. If you get a DWI today, and then, you go to court, you get arraigned, but it's pending in court. But you're not even close to getting sentenced. You can go out and get another DWI and another DWI and another DWI, and they're going to throw them all together in one. They're going to dismiss all of the other ones in satisfaction of 1 conviction. So all the other ones didn't even matter. It didn't matter what you did because they all get thrown away, and you're just going to get 1 conviction. And not only that, but with the DWI laws in New York, it's only a felony if you do it within 10 years of a conviction, not 10 years of the arrest.
Oh, well, don't you know
so it doesn't matter how many you do.
Yeah, but don't you know that the criminal justice system is broken? It's broken because too many of us are going to jail. Right? Too many of us are going to jail.
Nah. Don't even. So let me just tell you. So this fucking
you see
guy.
People with like 5, 6, 7 DWIs. Right?
Yeah, no, that's another story I got for you. But let me just finish this one. So this guy ended up having like 3 years worth of charges. Now he had like 7 charges.
Marijuana. But what were the other charges?
Petty larceny.
Petty larceny.
Yeah. So he ended up getting all of them into one. And the one that he got convicted on, he got a $250 fine. Now that was 3 years ago.
That's it.
Hasn't even paid the fine. So now he gets no punishment. There's no punishment and only 1 little conviction. So now since that 2013, he's had like another 7 charges. This guy is like beating up girlfriends left and right. He's threatening people. He's stabbing people.
Okay, wait a second. Can I just ask his first name?
No.
What's his first name?
I can't.
Oh, come on.
I can't.
You can't?
No, he's Armenian. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
So he's getting like this guy's got like some kind of crazy temper. He's like threatening people, threatening to kill them. He got a DWI. Now he's on for drug sales, possession of a weapon with a high capacity magazine.
Citizen.
Durka jihad. Durka.
Model citizen.
And he's pending like everything again. So now with all this long history, he's got like 17 charges in his history. He only has 1 conviction though, and none of the other charges that they're all going to be combined.
Hey,
like
crime
it doesn't.
pays.
It does. It doesn't matter what you do.
To start being more bad.
That's what I'm thinking, right? Like, evidently, there's no penalty for doing stuff these days.
Oh, so
is it like the jails are just so overcrowded? Like, what's the deal?
It's just a combination of tons of bullshit and lots of corruption.
Wow.
Well, yeah. Also,
there you go. I think everyone should go out and commit some crimes.
When judges are
doing, you won't get in trouble.
When judges are doing favors for defense attorneys who are defending people who, like, for example, here's another example. I interviewed a guy a few days ago. This story disgusts me. This guy he's kind of old. He's like, I think in his late 50s. Sorry. So what my point was is that he had
his balls hang down to his knees.
My point with that was that he had a lot of time to commit a lot of crime. This guy is a lifetime criminal. He's got pages and pages and pages of a rap sheet, mostly for drug sales, drug possession. He's now coming before me for his 5th DWI, and he also had brass knuckles, and he also had possession of cocaine amount for sales. So the guy has a long criminal history. Tons of this is his 7th felony conviction. Right?
He's got to go.
Right.
So now, isn't there some sort of like 3 felony strike like law? Like you're out like 3.
No, because his last. Well, no. Don't even. Because he hired this particular attorney who's known for, like, he's in with the judges. So as soon as he got this attorney, all of a sudden you're not getting prison. So this fucking guy, now, he's a known drug dealer. He got pulled over because he was driving drunk. He had all the drugs in his car.
That's good. You're a drug dealer, drugs in the car, and you drive drunk.
Yeah. And he's getting probation.
Nice.
Only. He's got, and this particular conviction, he's got 2 B felony convictions, 1 D felony conviction, and 1 U misdemeanor, which is the D.
What's the difference between a D and a B?
B is a higher level. It's a much higher. The sentencing is
more
strong.
harsh.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Right, that's the wording. So meanwhile, this guy is getting probation. This lifelong criminal with his 7th felony conviction, 5th DWI. Why?
In real life, as you see,
it's because of the fucking attorney that he has, and like, what the fuck?
All I got to say is, if you get in trouble, you want his attorney.
It's such that attorney hates me because I hate him.
Oh, I bet.
He's the one, because every time when he comes in to sit with the defendants, to sit with them during the interview.
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah,
he always comes in with them, right?
He wants to come in with them, so he's like, oh no, he tells their clients that because he charges them,
Yeah.
So he's telling like, no, this will go quick, and I'm thinking, no, it won't. You're gonna be here a long time. Because first of all, not only is the criminal having to pay for his time, but the attorney, can't wait to get the fuck out of there. He doesn't want to sit there all day with this boring bullshit.
You can actually just blame it totally on the defense attorney and their relationship with the judge. I think the fucking prosecutors have become so freaking lackadaisical. They're so lazy.
But their recommendations on these things, but they agree. Sometimes the judge on this particular case made a promise. The judges make these promises for these plea deals. Like this particular case, they're recommending 3.5.
Oh, we'll hammer this guy. Is that what they do? That's fucked.
The DA is recommending 3.5 on this one, and the judge promised this lifelong criminal drug dealer probation. Why does this guy get a gift like that? He's nothing special. It's not like he had a relapse. Oh, he's on drugs.
He knows somebody.
He's a drug dealer, and he's still dealing.
He knows somebody who's got a lot of money, and he's probably got his lawyer is on retainer with like
it's the friendships and that go on in these courts. Like, why would the judge do him a favor?
As far as I'm concerned, I don't give a shit that the guy's fucking doing drugs, dealing drugs, fucking driving with drugs. That I could give 2 fucks about. What really pisses me off are the violent criminals, the real violent, the gun carrying, fucking drive-by, shoot you for fucking looking at me kind of criminals that still walk.
Yeah.
I mean, even people kill people.
The harsher the crime, the easier the sentence you get.
A plea deal.
If I went right now and stole a pack of gum in CVS, you can bet your ass I'm getting jail. There was a woman that I interviewed who got convicted for selling fake pocketbooks. She got prison time. She sold fake pocketbooks. But meanwhile these fucking drug dealers, burglars, and robbers.
Meanwhile, guys that fucking shoot people in drive-bys, these
they let them be on the street.
At 20 years old.
So listen to this piece of shit also that I interviewed. This is my 3rd interview with this guy. Yeah. 3rd interview with this guy. This time he's in jail because he was driving without a license, but now it's an E felony 1st degree because he had so many suspensions because he just had a lifelong history of not a good license, right? So the reason
all the contractors we chase on our show, we don't need a license.
He wasn't in jail for this. He had gotten arrested a few days before he was supposed to come see me, so now I could do my interview in jail. What he was arrested for, though, because was the newer crime was grand larceny. Listen to this fucking guy. He goes on Facebook, he finds somebody who's selling an ATV, goes to see it. Can I take it for a test drive? And never comes back.
Nice. I like
awesome.
that.
Right? So now I'm reading through his criminal history in the police computer to see like other things that they're investigating, or if there's complaints and blah blah blah. So I see in there that there was this other instance where on Facebook he posed as somebody who does repairs for ATVs. Somebody contacted him. He goes to their house. He gets the ATV, gets them to sign a piece of paper that he gets permission to take the thing with him so that he can fix it. They give him $200. He takes the ATV with him.
And they pay him.
And they paid him. But not only that, somebody stole the ATV from the guy's house after he took it. But now he doesn't get arrested because he's got a piece of paper saying that he has permission to take it.
Right.
Fucking sneaky fuck. So I said to the guy, I'm like, so what else do you do besides, for money besides stealing ATVs? He goes, that was alleged. No. I guess it was a coincidence, right? That was just a coincidence that you happen to be accused of 2 ATVs, both from Facebook, but that's a coincidence, right? Then he got real fucking pissy with me. So then I sat there, I was like, well, okay. So then I started getting like real sarcastic and fucky. I was like, all right, I guess you didn't do it. All right, so I guess that was all just a coincidence, right? Okay, thank you, bye-bye.
Everybody here is innocent.
Hung up on him. I just hung up the fucking session.
Oh, shit.
Fuck you. Okay, yeah.
Everyone that calls me is innocent. Everyone I interview is innocent.
Right.
Everybody.
Everyone's
I
innocent.
didn't do it.
They didn't
Wasn't
do it.
me.
Didn't do it.
No one
Didn't
did
do it.
anything.
Didn't do it.
Can you believe the cops got the wrong guy?
I'm so.
Wasn't me.
I'm just disgusted. I'm so disgusted with these.
I'm disgusted, and I have nothing to do with that.
Well, we can't all be as fortunate to have jobs that disgust us.
Hey, listen, I think you just go out and commit a crime.
God, I got this.
Crime pays.
I just have this one extra one that I had to tell you about because this was actually the most disgusting thing of my day.
Extra.
Oh, do tell.
Okay, so this fucking guy was arrested. He was pending sentencing for his 5th DWI.
Oh, nice.
But he also had brass knuckles in his car and enough quantity of heroin
Brass
for
knuckles.
sale.
Yeah, see? Yeah. I got these brass knuckles, see?
I'll sock you right in the kisser. I'll sock you one, see?
It's
So-
my friend Rocky had these brass knuckles.
Yeah.
So this guy is he's a known drug dealer. He's in his late 50s, so he's had a very long criminal history. Very, very long criminal history. These particular offenses were his 7th felony convictions, okay?
How do you even get? I thought after you get 3 felonies, don't you go like do 20
He's
years?
done-
Like a
no.
three strike rule or something? Or
No.
Whatever happened to that?
No, that's part of my disgust with this criminal justice system. So this guy has such a long criminal history with drug possession, drug sale. He's had assault. He's all kinds of crazy crimes. This guy's been around the block. All right.
Crazy.
So now he this fucking pisses me off because he's got that attorney that I can't stand, the one I was telling you about that always wants to come and sit down in the interviews.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that guy.
I can't
he's like
stand that
he's
guy.
the only one that comes in. Like, with
Yeah,
these-
he's the only one, and it's like I'm happy to make him and his clients suffer because he wants to get out of there quick, for one. So he's not getting out of there quick if I got anything to do about it. And then the client has to pay for his time, so you know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, you committed a crime. At least you could do is, pay now. At least
Don't
pay
do the
money.
crime if you can't do the time.
Because if you're not going to get any
well.
punishment, you might as well
do it.
take it out of your pocket.
Don't do it.
Beretta.
So
She's the female Beretta.
Yeah.
And that's the name of that tune.
so this fucking guy.
That's a good show.
So the recommendation from the ADA's office was 3.5 years, which is great. But then the guy says to me that he thinks he's getting probation. So I was like thinking, what? Yeah. So I call up the ADA today, and he's like, yeah, the judge promised him probation. For his 7th felony conviction, his 5th DWI, this guy's got like a 30-year, maybe more criminal history.
How are you getting promises like that?
Exactly, people. Explain to me why a judge would be so inclined to give this particular conviction 2 B felonies for his criminal possession, controlled substance, 3rd degree. They're B felonies. Then he gets criminal possession of a weapon, which is the D felony, and then he gets a U misdemeanor for the DWI. So
wait, let me get this straight. He's driving in the car with
Drunk.
a weapon,
Drunk.
drugs, and he's drunk.
yeah.
So the judge
guy's
says,
a real fucking winner.
The judge says, "That's it. You're getting probation."
You know what it is?
And he goes, "Okay, thanks, Dad."
Well, he looks like a nice old guy, because he presents himself, and he's got that one lawyer who it's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's he's sucking the judge's dicks or if it's the other way around. I don't know why they would
goes
do
on under
him
those
this
robes?
favor. Why this man does not deserve probation. Who cares that the crime was committed in latter 2014? First of all, for me, because that's another thing. The fact that you've been crime free or without arrests, I should say, for 2 years since the crime doesn't matter. You should still pay and get punished
Well,
for the crime you committed.
Wait a second now. Think about that. I mean, he's gone a whole year without getting in trouble. I mean, that's something to speak of.
You know what it is? And these attorneys, they keep adjourning, so that so much fucking time has passed by the time they're getting convicted and sentenced that the judge is already like doesn't give a shit anymore. You know, so these guys are getting away with murder because time has passed and because they hire these particular attorneys who are in good with the court. So, in other words, it doesn't matter what crimes you commit. It doesn't matter that you're a known drug dealer in the area who's still selling. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Escape from New York kind of prisons, like with Snake Plissken.
Yeah, Snake.
We need that. We need this
with a patch over his eye.
Yeah. So
Hey, Patchy.
You just throw them all. Any bad, like we know who the bad people are and who the good people are. Right. You know that by doing an interview. You have to know.
Oh yeah.
If someone fucked up, all right, they're going to be okay. You know, you've got to know. But you know,
yeah, and I'm really good at catching people in lies too, because this guy tried to fucking play it over with me like he's a nice guy. He's got 2 kids and he's got he works. But I found this lie. I found this fucking lie, and I was kept drilling him until he couldn't fucking think of a good enough answer, because he was telling. I said, what would be the purpose of you having the oxycodone in your car? Because he was selling oxy. So what was the purpose of you having oxycodone in your car?
I had a hangnail.
No, because he had. I have back pain. You know, I have, but not all the time. I have occasional back pain. Okay, so then why did you see a doctor for that? He goes, yeah, I've seen a doctor before for it.
That's why I needed an industrial tub with 3,000 tablets.
So then why didn't you get a prescription? If you've seen a doctor, why didn't you get a valid prescription? Oh, I don't know. I should have. Okay. So then did you have an MRI? Did you have any like diagnosis? Like, I don't remember with diagnosis, but yeah, I had an MRI. Okay. Who ordered it? So he gives you the name of this doctor who ordered it. So after he fucking leaves, I call the doctor, who turns out to be a nephrologist, which is a kidney doctor, which has nothing to do with your lumbar spine.
Your kidney's kind of toward your back, right?
And did not order an MRI. So then I call the guy back and I'm like, who ordered that MRI? Do you remember? Because it wasn't that doctor that you told me. No, yeah, I don't remember. Yeah. So you're a fucking liar. Not only are you a liar, because you're lying now indicates to me that you're still a fucking criminal. You know what I mean? You're not remorseful. You're not like rehabilitated. You're still lying to get away with shit. You already pled guilty and got convicted. You already got promised your probation present from the judge. Why are you still lying? Because you're a piece of shit criminal, and it doesn't fucking matter what crimes you commit, because you get away with it depending on who likes who. I spoke to the arresting guy, the guy who arrested them, the detective. He says to me, he's like, why do we even go through all this trouble? Why do we even go as far as we do? Why do we even go through the trouble? Because there's so much fucking work gets put into catching these guys and surveilling them and getting information, and so much work. And it's all for nothing.
If you think about it, it's a giant machine, right? So the criminals are out there doing the crime. And it's almost like you got to wonder, they want to put them back on the street, because every time they come through the system, the lawyers get paid, everybody's getting paid, so it's like,
yeah. But meanwhile, the citizens who are paying for the salaries for these people getting paid are the ones who are having the crimes committed against them.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter though. Yeah.
It's like this guy's obviously a danger to the community.
Taxpayer money paying for the police.
Such bullshit. Yeah. It's like, and it's just, I can't stand, because most people in my job, they don't care anymore, and I just get more enraged and disgusted with the system.
Attica.
It just amazes me, because that if I went into a CVS tonight and stole a pack of gum, I would get jail time.
Oh, yeah, you definitely
get the stupider and like least offensive crime that you commit, like fucking lady I told you about with the pocketbooks, sold fake pocketbooks, went to prison. Not the burglars and the robbers. No, they have a drug problem. They should stay out in the community.
Steal tens of thousands, and you probably go home.
Right. Well, that's the thing. I mean, like, if you're selling drugs, it's like, it's for my own consumption. Oh,
that's what they say.
That's why you had a garbage contractor bag full of fucking.
That's what they say, though, because there's this New York Rockefeller law, and these guys know now, because they're easier on drug users.
What is the Rockefeller law?
It's this law that it basically, in a nutshell, it allows for more lenient sentencing for people who are drug users. So now all the drug dealers are saying that they are only supplying their own habit and they have a drug problem, so that they can get more lenient sentencing. And that's all you have to do is say those words. I have a drug problem. and you don't have to go to prison.
I got a problem, man.
Yeah.
I got a
And
problem. I can't stop selling these drugs.
yeah, just keep committing
'Cause
crimes.
I don't want to go to work. I got a
Listen,
problem.
Judge,
Right.
I'm addicted to selling drugs.
Yeah. So just keep committing crimes and just make sure you do them all before you get your conviction. That way they'll bundle them all into one and you'll only get one conviction
Get a
for
handy
multiple
little bundle.
crimes. Yeah, it's great. It's a great system we've got there. It's waterproof every fucking time. Nobody gets sentenced and convicted on each crime. They all get bundled when you've got multiple things. They all get bundled and everything gets dismissed. It doesn't matter what you did. You get one conviction, and that conviction is a plea deal for a reduction. It's not even for the crime you fucking committed.
That's like, I can remember going, like, getting a speeding ticket or whatever, and it got pled down to, like, turning, making a turn without a signal or
Right.
something.
Right.
I'm like, I didn't actually even make a turn.
Right.
I was
Doesn't
driving.
matter.
I was driving straight. You
Doesn't
failed to
matter.
use your signal, but
When I was in my early 20s, I got popped for uninsured, unlicensed, unregistered, uninspected, switched plates,
Too many uns.
switched
Wow.
plates, and going through a red light.
wow.
I got like 6 tickets. It was pled down to uninspected.
All of them.
All of them were thrown out.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a
They're
long,
all like
complicated
moving
story.
violations.
It doesn't
Everything
matter.
got thrown out, and it became uninspected. Back then, it was like $35 for
Wow.
uninspected.
Yeah, that's
Paid
how it-
$35, and that was it. And it was on a technicality, but it happened.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do. It does not fucking matter.
I think we
Because
should
no
buy-
matter
we should
how
buy it
heinous,
right
it
now.
will get reduced. It will get reduced. No matter what you do, it will get reduced.
There you go, folks.
Yeah.
It's, time
There you
to,
go. Crime pays. I'm disgusted with
Get
the
a
system.
gun and let's go rob
And this
somebody.
isn't
Don't
even.
try
This
to
is
pull
like.
a fast one on Allison. She'll catch you.
This is just. I'm telling you, this is the shit that I see every day, and I can't stand it.
bitches that'll get you. Remember that one? It's the bitches that'll get you.
Snitches get stitches.
Oh my God, that's so fucking weird that you just said that. Because that fucking kid that I told you about, the one that was threatening the girlfriends, he got kicked out of school. I think it was in 9th grade. He had bullied this kid, and he stole his phone from him, and he told the kid, "Snitches get stitches," so that he wouldn't tell on him. That's exactly the
Snitches
line.
get
That's the first time I ever
Yeah.
heard it.
You never heard that?
No,
Oh,
and
my
that,
God.
that's today was the first time I ever heard it, and what a coincidence that you just said that. Oh, we're like our souls are
Snitches
one.
Get stitches, man.
Aw, it's because we're so in love.
Joe's like, you see, Joseph. You see how they are, Joseph.
Aw,
I
love
look
you,
at those
baby.
two, and I think that's what we used to be like when we first met.
Whatever happened to that, Joseph?
Every once in a while, I'll get that, and then I'll be like, "Come here, baby. You know I love you. Come here. Let me cup your vagina. Get over here. Come on. I'm going to show you just how much I love you.
Let me give you a little squeeze down
A
there.
little squeeze. Everything. will
Tune
be
you
good.
right up. Oh, Joseph, you really do love me.
No, she's like, I remember when we used to be like that, and the vagina squeeze happens. When we used to be like that,
Okay.
I'm okay now.
Shit.
You do love me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, I
right,
think
kids.
it's about that time.
Yeah.
y'all.
Fucking exhausted.
Well, I also,
so shy.
before we
I gotta go to
skedaddle, I need to remind everybody that hammerandnailspodcast.com is the website. I can tell from the numbers on there that everybody, I guess, is listening on iTunes or someplace else because not nearly enough people are going to the website.
Yeah,
But
go to the website. Check
go
it
to the
out.
website.
Click on some cool stuff.
Yeah, not
We
only
got all
that.
kinds of cool videos on there and Skip's tip. Don't forget the
Yes,
Skip tips.
actually, we're going to start posting pictures with the demo and the kitchen that we're building.
Working on that
being
right
you.
now. You got anything to plug there, Mr. Joseph Cumia?
Do I?
His shows
Do
coming
I?
up.
Do I? No, not really. Just notyou2.com.
Okay.
Notyou2.
NotYouTube.com.
.com.
And also,
Actually,
It's the second best YouTube show on earth, right?
St. Patrick's Day, we're down at the Hard Rock in Seminole Paradise in Hollywood, Florida, just
nice.
outside of Fort Lauderdale. We're doing that actually on the 11th of the month because this year's weird. St. Patrick's Day falls on a Thursday, and no one likes to party after St. Patrick's Day, so they do the celebration the weekend before.
Right.
And I remember this has happened 3 times with me since I've been in business. So think of that, how long. It's got to be like 7, 14, 20 years. So we're playing there on Friday the 11th. And then we're at a private show on the 12th that no one needs to know
And
about.
that's To You, your U2
the
cover band, which is the second best U2 show.
The world's second best U2 show.
When I stole your trailer and I pulled the rug out that you have down on stage,
shit.
it said
Ruh-roh.
It said To You on it. Does it say the world's second best? It
sure
does.
does.
I remember reading,
It was like the
I was
Irish
like, oh
flag.
my God, I know who owns this trailer.
The Irish flag.
So don't forget that also, as I had mentioned
Such nice
in the
stuff in
beginning
there.
of the podcast, that we had not only do we have the Amazon link, but we have a subscription page. So if you guys wouldn't, if you wouldn't mind, you wouldn't mind if you wouldn't mind contributing to the podcast.
Yeah, click on the Amazon, check out the site, and we will check you guys out next time.
We love you.
Later.